also learning more about a tranquilizer gun and dart that investigators believe Barry Morphew used in the murder of his wife.
Today, the third day of his preliminary hearing ended. Suzanne Morphew has been missing since Mother's Day weekend last year, and her body has still not been found. Fox 21's Lauren Scharf was inside the courtroom as the state claimed the tranquilizer dart cap was actually a tranquilizer needle sheath, which is used to transfer the serum to the dart. So what did Morphew use the tranquilizer gun for?
In court, it was explained that Barry Morphew would use it to shoot deer, to give them medicine at his deer farm in Indiana. He claims he never used it in Colorado and said that he last used it in late April. However, Morphew explained to investigators in interviews that he would shoot deer either in the garage or breezeway at their Maysville home, then cut off their antlers, keep them, and let the deer run free. All of the antlers found or mounted in the home were still attached to the animal. A Parks and Wildlife vet told investigators if a human were to be tranquilized, they would run around for a few minutes and then become sedated for up to 8 hours. Once a body goes into hypoxia, a below normal level of oxygen in the brain, the vet explained that if the person was laying on their back, their breathing would sound like they were snoring. Morphew told investigators multiple times the last time he saw Suzanne, he remembers seeing a lump under the sheets and hearing her snore. Also in court, attorneys spoke about the inside of Morphew's hotel room the day Suzanne went missing. CBI didn't swab the hotel room for Suzanne's DNA. Morphew employees who were in Brewfield on the day Suzanne was reported missing saw that there was wet towels in the bathroom and an intense chlorine odor. The state suggested because of COVID, the pool wouldn't be open. The defense pointed out the manager of the hotel sent an email stating the room Morphew had stayed in is above the pool and still smelled like chlorine 4 months later. An undersheriff spoke about scratches on Morphew's arms and his hands, and they said that they took photos on May 13th and claimed that those scratches were actually fingernail marks, and then Morphew said that he got those from searching for Suzanne in trees.
So this was the first time we've heard of any injuries to Morphew that weekend. So what's next, Lauren?
Yeah, so tomorrow is the last day for this preliminary hearing. We're expected to hear at least one witness to be called back to the stand, and then the judge, it's up to him. He gets to decide whether or not there's enough probable cause for the court proceedings to continue. Court will resume at 9 a.m. Live outside the Chaffee County Courthouse, Lauren Scharf for Fox 21 News.
We'll continue to follow. Thank you, Lauren. Door frame damage, injuries to Barry Morphew, and a dart gun. New evidence released in his preliminary hearing today.
He's behind bars without bail for the murder of his wife, Suzanne. Her body still not found. Fox 21's Lauren Scharf has a recap of key pieces of evidence found in the couple's home.
It was the first time we ever heard that Barry Morphew had any type of scratches or injuries the weekend of Suzanne's disappearance, and investigators believe it was fingernail scratches on his upper left arm, but Barry told investigators it was from tree branches when he was searching for Suzanne. Chaffee County Undersheriff Andy Rorick says the door to the couple's master bedroom on the first floor showed evidence of forced entry from the outside, something the previous owner said wasn't there when they moved out. Investigators also found a .22 caliber unspent shell casing on Suzanne's side of the bed, and deputies were told to look for 3 books Suzanne kept together, a Bible, an Al-Anon book, and a journal. Investigators never found the journal and mentioned finding a book binding that had been burned in the couple's fireplace. The cap to the tranquilizer needle sheet is a device to transfer serum into the dart, was found in the home's dryer. In an interview with law enforcement, Morphew explained he used the tranquilizer dart gun to give deer medicine at the deer farm in Indiana and last used it in April. Morphew said he would typically shoot deer either in the garage or breezeway, then cut off their antlers, keep them, and let the deer run free. All of the antlers found inside the home were still attached to the animal. Also in court, attorneys spoke about the inside of Morphew's hotel room the day Suzanne went missing. CBI didn't swab the hotel room for Suzanne's DNA. Morphew's employees who were in Broomfield on the same day mentioned seeing wet towels in the bathroom and an intense chlorine odor. The defense pointed out that the manager of the hotel sent an email stating the room Morphew had stayed in is above the pool and still smelled like chlorine 4 months later. Morphew would tell investigators whenever a politician would lie, they would answer questions with the comment, "I don't recall." Well, he mentioned that same verbiage more than 90 times to investigators, but he says that he genuinely couldn't remember. The final day for this preliminary hearing is set for Tuesday at 9 a.m. Reporting in Salida, Lauren Scharf for Fox 21 News.